Hi, I'm Peter Thompson, Roger Williams University. Welcome to Translators Aloud. I'm going to talk about Tahar Bekri, Bekri, that's the book, The Desert at Dusk. And it's from Contra Mundum Press, Contra Mundum, a great translation press. They've also done a somewhat related book I did last year by Amina Saeed. And you should really know about that one as well, just because it's so similar. She's Tunisian, like Tahar Bekri, and they both have lived in Paris for decades. And they have very similar ideas about the divided consciousness of being away from Tunisia for so long. This book, The Desert at Dusk, is somewhat nostalgic about childhood in Tunisia, particularly on the edge of the desert and what he calls the Palmeraie. So it's a fertile area at the edge of the desert where he grew up. But it's mixed, that nostalgia is mixed with a tragic evocation of the desert as the source of Islamic fundamentalism and violent jihad. So there's a lot of violent imagery and kind of a despairing image of what the desert has yielded in the book. In that way, it's very similar to a Moroccan poet, Mohamed Moudan, who did a book called Emergency, Cas d'urgence in French. It's uniquely about Islamic jihad, fanatic young jihadists. And Moudan several times invokes the desert in kind of a classic way. This idea of odes to the desert, songs of praise or intimate songs to the desert, is a classic Arabic that is even pre-Islamic form. So Bekri intentionally evokes pre-Islam and ancient forms. So he's lived in Paris 50 years. He's in his 60s. Tunisian, as I said. I'm going to read one in French and then and the English, and then three others, just the English, okay? Here we go. Dit désert, qui abritera de tes tempêtes la course du fond apeuré, sans herbe, tremblant, parmi les demeures hantées, désert battu de mille obus, qui n'est pas une étoile filante, que tes bras accueillent dans la chevauchée des étincelles, mais mon rêve fossile. Tell me, desert, who will shelter from your storms the plunging of the frightened fawn, grass-starved, trembling among haunted mansions, desert battered by endless shrapnel? This is not a shooting star that your arms enfold in a galloping of sparks, but my fossil dream. I loved you, palm grove, with gates unto absolute silence, no cloud in your sky, but cascades of cooing doves, calmed in the heat wave, tiny bridges for minuscule crossings, all these rivulets given to small lots of shade, robins awaiting the concert, impatient and skilled. And there's your melody deep in my throat, stifled by sated inheritors, their whips slashing the poets, night and day in the fissures of the kingdom, the blood of writings filling up jars, the pestle grinding verses in the mortar, so many subalterns hunting down rhymes of defiance. There is, old desert, your trance, bound to the pious and senile, rhythm put together on the 1,000 faded cheeks of 1,000 mummies, body artificial in the frozen brilliance, truth pinned to the pious. So that's a pretty good idea, I guess, of this guy, Tahar Bekri, Bekri. He has about 30 books from 4 or 5 publishers. Thank you for being with me.